Today I'm introducing the new enclosures for the Avid S1 series as well as the dock. I make them for single units and I make them for multiple units, and I'll go into that a little bit more in a second. You know, one of the things that's really important to me in my side business, and that's called Artisan Woodshed. You can visit us at www.artisanwoodshed.com, and you can see the various enclosures I make for numerous control surfaces. Some of the ones I've released in the past have been for Soft Tubes Console 1. I have many different variations of that. I also have PreSonus's Fader Port 8 and Fader Port 16. And I have the Nectar CS12 Panorama, I think it's called. And now today I'm introducing the S1 series of Avid, or Avid's control surfaces, be it the S1 and the dock. So no matter whether you got just a single unit or you've got multiple units, I can make those for you. One of the things I try to accomplish in doing this is a couple of things, right? I try to keep this relatively affordable. A lot of people out there that already make some beautiful all-in enclosures with padded handrests and everything like that, but those can be pricey. Well, worth the price if you have the money, but they can be pricey. So I try to keep this economically friendly while still utilizing some premium high-grade hardwoods. I buy all my lumber at a lumber mill where it's rough cut, basically straight off the tree. So I have to square that in my wood shop and make sure I've got a perfectly flat board with all sides square to each other. And then I can begin a lot of work. And so wood is expensive these days. It's very surprising. I think this is black walnut here, and black walnut in the rough cut. Now keep in mind rough cut, that means I have to process it myself, is around $16 per square foot. If you buy it already finished, you're in the 20s at that point. And so that's a lot of money when you talk about this. And when you make these things, I end up having quite a bit of waste too. So ultimately, there's a lot of costly goods that go into this, but mostly time. I handcraft these myself. I design them myself. And I have in my detached garage, I have a wood shop where I do that. And so I get into that. Now, before I previously said I'll do custom work, I've kind of got to stop doing that because that is eating up way too much of my time. So unfortunately, it kind of is what it is, what I'm offering at the time. If you have suggestions, I may consider those for the future. But however, I don't do custom work anymore. So anyway, these things are beautiful enclosures. So not only do you get some premium high grade lumber that is cut out on my CNC machine, but it puts them at an angle. And for me, that's been the number one goal of all of these. Put it at an angle where you can see everything easily. You never feel like you have to lean over on top to really see what you're doing. You can get everything at a perfect angle and it works magically. I've received straight across the board 5 stars on my website for every one of the various enclosures I've made. I've not got a single comment negative yet whatsoever. Again, they're all 5-star, and thank you to those who've already supported me in my endeavors along with that, as well as supporting me on my regular YouTube channel. Now, speaking of regular YouTube channel, I do want you to know I have partnered with someone who's going to start cutting these out on his CNC machine for me, so it doesn't take up as much of my time associated with this, so I can get really back and to continue to do more and more content to help you folks out there. I've realized I've been falling behind because of the demand for a lot of these various enclosures, and I do apologize to my longtime viewers, but I promise you it is going to get back on track very, very, very quickly. I do work 7 days a week, 16 hours a day for the record. I believe in hard work. And so, but ultimately there's only so much time in the day. So anyway, I make these for the single units. So what are some of the woods that I offer? I offer this app, like I said, this is black walnut. I do Padauk, which is beautiful. I do Sapele, which is beautiful. Probably Padauk and Sapele are my 2 number 1 best sellers. I do Purple Heart. I'll do Maple. I'll do Cherry. So you can really go to the website and select which one you want, which wood choice you're going to have. Now let's talk about the dual units. While I'm doing this, I'm going to pop up a picture here that shows 2 units side by side. That's only because I only have 2 units here in the studio to do this with. But you can imagine if you wanted to add a third one to that. And so you can have the option of having those in the same wood choices that I just mentioned as we go through it. And so you can go to www.artisanwoodshed.com and you can check these out and see if that's something that you want to purchase for your studio. So not only does it put it in a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful enclosure that looks fantastic, it offers a bling to your studio, for lack of better words, but it also puts it in a user-friendly, ergonomic way to make the whole experience of mixing and things like that and working with these fantastic control surfaces, it makes it so much easier and so much more enjoyable. And then lastly, these are affordable. When you look at the amount of money that you spend on 1, 2, or 3, or even more of these, basically buying the enclosures to really present it and be able to work with it in a way like this price is fairly insignificant in the big scheme of things. So anyway, go ahead and take a look at that website out there. You can purchase directly from the website. Now, I do build these to order. That says so on the website. I'm expecting the demand for the Avid series to be quite high. So it's a minimum of 10 days. If it's going to go beyond that, I will contact you via email and let you know that it may be a little bit longer. Hopefully I can get it turned around within 10 days. I should be able to. But in case it falls out to an extra 3 or 4 days, so be it. Understand that's kind of the way it needs to be. Again, I'm a one-man show. I do it all by myself. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope you like the way this looks. I'm very happy with the way this has turned out. Very happy. And I went through a lot of different prototypes to get it to this right here. And I'm incredibly happy with it. And I hope you will be too. So again, go check us out at www.artisanwoodshed.com. Until then, have a great day. And yes, to my loyal viewers, I love you very much. I respect you and I appreciate you. And I am going to put more effort back into this because you deserve that. And that's why I got into this for the first place, right? All right. So, but this is how you support my channel. This is how you support my channel because I don't really make much money off of YouTube videos, anything like that, because I sponsor my own videos. I don't take outside sponsorships. I sponsor my own. And so I make money by selling these as well as my affiliate links to both Sweetwater and Thomann if you're over in Europe. There's a link down below. If you go buy a $2 guitar pick or whatever, I'm just making that up. But whatever you buy, you put it in your cart, add it to it, I get a small cut. Really, it's as simple as that. So if you do appreciate what I do, that's the way you can say thank you if you choose to purchase from either one of those vendors. Until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.